Hello everyone, and welcome to my Y&R Homies channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is Victor Newman targeting enemies under the alias of Aristotle Dumas? According to The Young and the Restless, mystery figure Aristotle Dumas is the subject of a lot of talk. What if there is a storyline surprise coming up? He is an unidentified millionaire with no internet images, and people are still speculating about who he may be and which actor might portray him. It looks like Victor Newman knows too much about Aristotle Dumas. Fans of The Young and the Restless are reminded that Victor Newman is the one character who appears to know the most about Aristotle Dumas, and the two have reportedly been enemies for a long time. In a recent conversation with Michael Baldwin, Victor hinted that once he wins over Dumas, Aristotle backs off. The moustache said that he was giving Lily Winters false information because he wanted to entice Aristotle out. Essentially, Victor was poking the bear for whatever reason. But is Victor being open and honest? Dumas might serve as a cover. Could Dumas be a phony? The moustache has put everything in place to deceive his adversaries and keep everyone guessing. The truth is that Billy Abbott was contacted by Dumas, not the other way around. Victor could be trying to find out whether Billy is telling the truth about his objectives with Abbott Communications and that he isn't seeking retribution if Dumas was a front. All of this might be a plot twist in which Victor sets Billy up for failure once more and Billy falls into this trap. There may be problems for Billy because so many individuals, especially the two women who care about him the most, Phyllis Summers and Sally Spectra, appear to be warning signs. Billy always appears to fall short when he is focused on getting back at Victor, and revenge is never a strong motivator. Will Victor, however, have the final laugh once more? Who would Aristotle Dumas be, in your opinion? Leave a comment below with your ideas. For the finest Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates, check this site frequently and tune into the CBS soap opera every day to discover what happens next in Genoa City. The Young and the Uneasy updates and spoilers. 5 big events for CBS's soap drama are in the works for April. Y&R fans may anticipate a variety of romantic surprises, obstacles for couples, and much more. Let's explore the exciting highs and lows that lie ahead. Kyle and Claire have to make a big decision. First, Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman must make a crucial choice that will affect their relationship. Is Kyle's suggestion that Claire move in with him the main factor in this decision? He has already indicated that Claire could begin moving some of her possessions over when the Abbott mansion's renovations are finished. Kyle may eventually ask Claire to move in with him, which would be a big milestone in their romance. The only obstacle may be the displeasure of her grandfather or father. Diane's revealed mansion makeover. Diane Jenkins Abbott will shortly show Jack Abbott the breathtaking additions to the Abbott Mansion's restorations, which have been a subject of conversation. It might lead to some amorous meetings as Diane shows off the renovated Abbott house. In spite of the continued upheaval in the Abbott family, fans of Y&R can anticipate Diane adding some wonderful surprises for Jack, making sure they find time for their marriage. What changes Diane makes to the Abbott house will be intriguing to see. Victor's amazing talent and Lily's hidden fan. Victor Newman will give Nikki Newman a remarkable present as a surprise in the next episodes. Victor is about to give her another shocking surprise that will leave her stunned, as if the copy of the Newman ranch house wasn't already amazing. Lily Winters, who will become engaged in a fresh mystery, should also be our attention in the interim. From a distance, someone will be observing Lily and subtly expressing interest in her. It will be fascinating to see the hints that emerge and Lily's efforts to identify her enigmatic admirer, since this hidden admirer will actively pursue her. Lauren and Michael's difficult time. Although Lauren Fenmore Baldwin and Michael Baldwin usually have a happy marriage, Michael's loyalty to Victor is going to cause problems. Michael's dubious business practices and the intricacies of their romantic lives provide a formidable obstacle for the pair. Lauren has already made some disturbing predictions regarding Michael's future, and it's possible that she's right. It looks like Michael would have to make some dubious decisions for Victor, which might seriously damage their relationship. Watch this space for all the exciting developments. According to CBS serial spoilers, fans can anticipate 5 surprising twists and much more this April. Make sure to stay up to date on all of the current events with Y&R. For news, updates, and spoilers about The Young and the Restless, return here frequently. Aristotle Dumas is who? Signs of Kane Ashby's comeback. The Young and the Uneasy updates and spoilers. Aristotle Dumas' actual identity is being hinted at in a few teasers. Will Kane Ashby return to the show? Is he the brains behind Aristotle Dumas' empire? In 2019, Daniel Goddard departed the show. Because Goddard has been hinting at some great news on Instagram that he hasn't been able to disclose yet, people have been speculating that it could have something to do with a return to soap operas. While a return to Y&R is undoubtedly an option worth exploring, a remark from the March 2nd episode truly grabbed our attention. Jack Abbott remembered that Aristotle had suddenly emerged around 5 or 6 years prior when Billy Abbott brought him up. The time is ideal for Goddard to perhaps play Aristotle Dumas, given he stepped away from his role as Kane Ashby in 2019. Is it possible that after leaving Genoa City, Kane changed his identity to become Aristotle Dumas? Kane was the victim of a scam by Colin Atkinson. Fans may recall that Devon Winters transferred his money because of Colin Atkinson's plot, which gave the impression that Kane was the legitimate heir to Catherine Chancellor's fortune. The wealth was finally found and restored to Devon's account after Colin ran away with it. Kane helped in the search for Colin, who was eventually caught. Kane, of course, probably enjoyed that little moment of being a millionaire and was resolved to have a big influence in the economic world. Colin certainly had a lot of questionable relationships who might have helped Kane in his efforts. Dumas maintains an inscrutable low profile. Since there are no pictures of Aristotle online, it is evident that he keeps a very low profile. Is it possible that this is because when Aristotle Dumas eventually makes an appearance on film, seasoned watchers will recognize him right away? If this is true, Kane may end up being exposed as the brains behind Aristotle's schemes. If Damien Kane is indeed employed by Lily Winters' ex-husband, it's probable that he is keeping a big secret from her. It's possible that Damien's first romantic interest in Lily was more about keeping an eye on her for Kane, which would explain why he would want to work with Billy to attack Chancellor and undermine Victor. Kane was Chancellor's previous CEO. Victor and Kane, the former CEO, have previously argued on matters pertaining to the Chancellor. Kane may have had one of his employees pose as Aristotle, even if Billy had spoken on the phone with someone claiming to be him. Considering how recently Holden Novak posed as Damien, this hypothesis isn't all that crazy. In any case, it is clear that Aristotle has a convoluted scheme involving a number of significant Genoa City people. Kane certainly has ties to Genoa City, and it is conceivable that Aristotle has as well. Make sure to stay up to date on all of the current events with Y&R. For news, updates, and spoilers about The Young and the Restless, return here frequently. Tracy Abbott is taken aback by her fiancé. Victor Newman also makes a spiteful offer to Audra Charles. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week as you continue reading. The Vengeful Proposition of Victor Newman. Audra's surprise invitation opens the next week's teaser segment. Victor is adamant on separating Claire Grace Newman from Kyle Abbott. It's intriguing, though, that Victor is doing it with Audra. For a very short while, yet a long time ago, Audra and Kyle were in love. Audra Charles was enticed. Anyway, Audra and Victor sit down to talk. The patriarch offers Audra a means of exacting revenge on Kyle. Instead of answering right away, Audra poses her own query. What would she stand to gain if she were to exact revenge? Since her fall in Glissade, Audra has struggled to find employment. Therefore, Audra may be persuaded by this proposal, but it would not be wise. Ashley Abbott's finding. Ashley is back in Genoa City, according to spoilers for the week of April 7th on The Young and the Restless. Ashley finds out concerning facts as she and Jack sit down for a drink. It appears that Jack is sharing the information with everyone else, even if he did not include his own wife. Ashley finds out that Alan might not have been the only one to survive the autumn in Paris. Tracy's eyes enlarge in surprise as Jack reveals that Martin, not Alan, is her fiancé. April 7th, 2025, week. Tracy makes a drink by herself and takes a smell. Tracy is taken aback when Alan Martin suddenly comes through the door. But Tracy smiles at him, seeming pleasantly delighted. Tracy might see Alan and not a monster, but this might also be part of the performance. The reason Martin brought up the wildflowers is likely because he already assumed she was suspicious. That reminded Tracy of a more enjoyable moment spent with him. This is consistent with the spoiler that Tracy regrets her choice. This was hinted to in a recent episode when Tracy was on the phone with Jack. Tracy clarified that there is currently no evidence of Alan or Martin's wrongdoing. It appears that she may change her mind about her fiancé within the next week, so keep an eye out. Next week, which plot line are you most excited to watch? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Don't forget to keep watching the CBS or Paramount Plus soap opera to see what happens next.